Welcome back to the season finale of the number one podcast in the world. I know, it's a sad day, but
It truly
we
is.
made sure to save the best for last. Today, we're going to be talking media studies from Marshall McLuhan all the way to Shoshana Zuboff and Noam Chomsky. This episode is one for the books. So, anybody who would like to start us off?
I could start us off.
Thank you.
I think the most important thing that we learned during this unit, and also something that we can relate to a lot, is the gender argument. And this is because we're all teenagers, so we're all growing up. We're all going to become men soon. We're going to go into university, get full time jobs, start a family. And the thing about this debate is it's like a debate of stereotypes, like how there's stereotypes that are placed on men, and it's like there's a norm, right? That society creates for them, and it's like, oh, if you're a man, you have to be like this, you have to be strong, you know, can't show any emotions, you have to
Be a
brag about
pimp.
yeah, brag about your physical powers or whatever, how cool you are. And I don't think that's true because if you don't act that way, then you get criticized or you're called soft or uh if you're weak, then you get criticized, and you say oh, you punch a girl or something, or you're a queer. But I don't think that that's correct, because like you shouldn't be judged because of that. And everyone's different, everyone has their own personality, everyone has their own different characteristics, not everyone is the same. So instead of just making fun of people that are different from like the average model for what a man should be, we should embrace this instead of just making fun of it and saying that it's bad, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to take a quick minute to actually read out the three media truths. So I'll start with number one. We live in a hyper-mediated world. Number two, medias are not just instruments by which we perceive reality. They become the means through which we contact reality. And number three, media present information, but at the same time, they form values, they shape consciousness, and they forge identity. So, I just want to talk about the first one. Um, to be honest, I think that is 100% a media truth. You know, we do live in a hyper-mediated world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're literally sitting at chairs at our desk on a
Our
podcast right
phones.
now, right? Contacting each other in order to film this podcast, and it's something that a few years ago it would not have been possible, and we would
Without
have
it.
had to meet up in person, or you know they didn't really have ways to film podcasts. Um, and I just feel like nowadays, we're surrounded by our phones, laptops, video games, and you know, it's unfortunate, but we don't know a life without it. You know, we didn't choose to be born in this generation,
We're just born with it.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's honestly become so much that I think I can speak for you guys, speak for myself, that usually when someone goes to the washroom, right? They go in, they do their business, they're done.
Yeah.
Now people are spending like hours in the washroom on their phone.
Playing
Um,
these games to pass time, and they're not even there for the washroom at this point.
No, they
right,
just go.
right. So I don't know. I just think it's crazy. And like couple um, months back, I watched this social dilemma for math, and I had to do a reflection on it. And like I don't know, have you guys watched the the documentary, The Social Dilemma?
No, I have not.
I think I've seen like a little bit of it at the beginning.
Bro, it's crazy. Like these corporations, they basically stalk you, right? They stalk you online.
With the algorithms, right?
Right. They stalk you online. They
Maybe
gather
I
your
have.
information and they basically like make a profile out of you, like your how you use the internet and what you search up. They gather all your information, they make a profile, and then they make algorithms that send out information to you like to pertain to your interests. And this information that they're gathering, they're selling it to organizations in order to, you know, send you advertisements, monetize YouTube. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
something like a couple of years ago, YouTube had like every video was like one, two ads, right?
Yeah.
At a time. Now there's two ads at a time and they can go up to 15 seconds long.
It's
Thirty
pretty
Like
two.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's honestly like annoying me at this point, and I I'm becoming less and less drawn to watching YouTube because the amount of ads that are coming up on on the videos.
And these
Yeah.
ads are like the relation to what you've been shopping for. Like
Right.
a couple days ago, I was on Google shopping for skates because I needed them for next year, and I searched them up. And I was watching a YouTube video today, and I said Bauer hockey stick, Bauer
Yes.
skates, Bauer elbow pads. It's like they know what I want.
Yeah.
It's how they get us to pay money because they're not going to show you something about like if you're searching about hockey, they're not going to show you something about soccer. They're gonna keep showing you ads about what you're interested, so they get you to keep paying money, keep spending time on their website so you can buy more useless stuff that you don't need.
Right. And
I feel like that's true because like whenever I go to YouTube and I watch a YouTube video about like a video game or something, like it's always like a PS4 ad or like a PS5 ad for like a
Yeah.
game like
Yeah.
for the YouTube ad.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
And I just want to go back to that truth. We live in a hypermediated world. I mean, media has and technology has completely taken over. And you brought up Steve the washroom. We're on our phones in the washroom, but I think the biggest shift for me, which I found crazy, is online banking. I mean, we've come to a point where you receive a check and you can now deposit from your phone, so you don't even need to go to the bank anymore.
Yeah, you just take a picture of it.
You take a picture and the money from that check is in your account. I find that fascinating. And online shopping too. Who would have thought that you don't even need to go to the grocery store to pick what you want? You order online, somebody does it for you at your front door within 24 hours. Not just for
Mm-hmm.
groceries, online shopping in general. You don't have to leave, which keep us bubble that we have to like stay in. I don't know.
And it's crazy because like nowadays jobs are being lost because these robots, they're creating these robots that are doing our jobs. Like Dollarama, they don't have any cashiers anymore.
Like how does that
And
even make?
even like you guys know about the Amazon Go store?
No, you want to explain?
Yeah.
You know,
There's no cashiers, there's no self checkout. You're basically stealing, but you're not
Stealing.
stealing. You go in, you put the item in your basket, and you walk out. Like
Yeah,
there's
makes sense.
sensors on the top of the store, and they know what you're putting in your basket. They know the price, and basically when you walk out, you're charged to your Amazon account. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's crazy.
It's crazy. It is
And
crazy.
I just want to go back on my point. It's they come up with all these things, and then you have people complaining that we're stuck in this box. But what's the point of leaving your house if you don't need to go anywhere?
Hmm.
Everything could be done in a simple click.
Yeah.
We become addicted, and people are trying to get us out. It's only going to get worse from here, and I think media will completely, if it hasn't taken over 95% of this world, I think within the next 10, 15 years it'll be 100% controlled by media and the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yeah, it's like it just like makes us like lazy now.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
Just
and
want to stay at
COVID
home.
for sure did not help with this because all
Yeah,
you
it
did
didn't help either.
was teenage boys whatever playing video games and on our phone, teenage girls whatever, we're all on our phone, teenage
Yeah.
whatever. It's just, if we weren't addicted before,
It made it
But you
even
know,
worse now.
we would go to school, get off our phone, even though if we do some assignments, we would have recess, this, that, let's go play after school. But if you're stuck for 3 months with this much technology available to you, it's become, and I seen it in a trend when we went to school, returned, back to the norm that we've been seeing. A lot of these kids shifting into high school,
Just like the Niners.
yeah, they're just head down on the phone, not creating. But how can you blame them if this is what they've had for the last 2 3 years, and they don't know how to actually have real conversations? Their conversations were, yo, you want to do this on the PS4, you want to do this on the laptop. They don't know how to talk in person, and I think that's ruined a lot of people.
I must say though, it did make quarantine a little bit better to deal with, you know, because we were
Yeah,
able to connect with each other on our phones through PlayStation parties. You know, it
FaceTime.
right, like we
Yeah.
weren't able to see each other in person, but
Oh,
at
sorry,
least
sorry.
at least it allowed us to
Yeah,
connect online.
that one right there, FaceTime. It's like, even for jobs, everybody knows a job. You go interview. Now there's things as like Zoom meeting jobs, so you don't even have to leave your house to go to a job interview anymore.
Right,
Crazy.
right.
I like froze like everything that like out the window. It's like when you go there, you're supposed to be like well dressed, like have like
Yeah.
firm posture, like good like behavior, like shake the like person's hand. Now it's just like you can just like turn
Now,
your computer on or something.
yeah, you could be top half in a nice shirt because that's all they see, and your bottom half you could literally be in your trousers and boxers.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's what
It's
I
pretty
got on
crazy.
media. I don't
Mhm.
know. We all know that it's taken over the world, and there's nothing we could do, and it's only gonna get worse.
Without the internet, say I'd save a lot more money. No Uber Eats, no online shopping.
Yeah,
For real.
Save a lot more money.
yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, what are some of your guys' favorite things about the unit?
I'll go first on this one this
All
time.
right.
I think the presentation that we seen in class, how easily people can get influenced. I mean, get on an elevator and as like a random person, you walk in and everybody's facing the wrong way,
Yeah, that was crazy.
and not to be left out. At first, you like think it's like, what
What's
the
going on
heck?
here?
The heck are these people doing? Playing a joke, whatever. But as they stay there for a couple stops, you're like, no, I gotta turn around now. This is awkward. I have to do what these people are doing. It's just people are influenced quickly. That's my favorite part. I was fascinated by that. I found it funny.
Right, I'd say the same thing too. Like my favorite part was the experiments, especially the one where 65% of people would be willing to administer a shock that would kill a human being. I think it's just crazy that, you know, someone who just put on a lab coat and have a clipboard could influence another person to kill someone, right?
But the
I don't
thing
know.
is, if they killed them, it wasn't on the person who was
Right,
shocking them. It was on the scientist or the
right,
so-called scientist.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to go next. Like Mauro and Steven said, like those experiments we watched in class, I feel like I'd do the same thing if I walked in the elevator and everyone facing the opposite way. It's like you just want to fit in. Like
Yeah, you
it'd
don't
look
want to be the
weird if you're,
oddball.
yeah, you don't want to be like, what's this guy doing? Why isn't he following us?
Hmm.
Like if you walk in an elevator and everyone's facing the opposite way, at first I'll be facing the correct way, I guess you can say, but then I'll slowly join the other people, like the people in the experiment did.
Right. It's all about order, you know? It's like order, like all throughout the day. We go to school, we have the same spot that we sit at, go to our classes, we go home, we do whatever we need to do, it's like a daily routine. And,
Mm-hmm.
if you change up that routine, then, you're gonna seem as I said before, you're gonna be seen as an oddball. You just wanna
Yeah.
conform to the norm, conform to what everybody else is doing. And yeah, I think, you know, honestly, it's like the fear of missing out. Not so much like missing out on like standing a certain way on an elevator, but you just wanna
Fit in.
right, you
Yeah.
know, Like I don't
That's
think
all
I
it's
could
about.
go. I don't think I could go a long period without my phone. Like it shames me to say that, but
It's what we become.
right.
Right? There's no
Mhm.
shame.
Yeah, like you don't want to just like go like a while without like talking to your friends or something because like since you're friends, like you want to know what they're doing all the time or like you just want to talk to them. So it's like
Yeah.
can't put it down.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, our parents, they stressing us, oh, like, go outside. Back when I was a kid, I used to like be on my bike 24/7,
Yeah.
hanging out with my
Yeah,
friends.
but
And like,
like times
I,
have changed now.
right, exactly. Like, we get it, you know. Personally, I don't know. I feel like back in the day, like, that would have been nice to like live
Yeah.
like that,
Oh,
communicate
for
through
sure. Yeah.
walkie-talkies,
Yeah, it'd been pretty cool.
Sure.
like Stranger Things. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know any better, so just gonna
It's what we grew
continue.
up with, like you guys said before.
Yeah, we're just
We're
gonna
just used to it. Like
we're
we
just
don't know
gonna
anything else.
yeah, we're just gonna continue to do what we know how to do. We don't know anything different, and
Mhm.
change is not everybody likes change.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, we just
Yeah.
like sticking to a routine.
Hmm.
That's it.
Well, it's a sad point in the podcast,
Really
ending of
is.
our last episode.
Hmm.
I'd like to thank all of our listeners. We'd like to thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Freitas,
For
for
a
an
great year.
amazing course.
Well done. More than just essays, novels, and short stories, for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Every day we come to class and we learn something new.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, like everything you taught, it felt like it was meaningful or like you could learn from it like really
Bigger
well.
than education. That's what I can say for sure.
Right,
Hmm.
right. Yeah. Thank you all for listening, and we hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.
See you
See ya.
guys.
Bye.